made some little changes to my project and it blew my mind, my people. As you can see, the first one um, is a hook on top of a brick stitch, which is in a greenish blue color, and this is also a stud. I mean, they are all the same, okay, or they are similar, but one had to be pushed in, the yellow one had to be pushed in, and the blue that you see right now was on top, and I just had to, you know, attach the hooks to it, and it made a lot of difference. Yeah, this one in my hand became quite longer, and this on the other hand was a little shorter, but perfect. I love it. In fact, this is my best. I chose this one. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Lovelies, hello family, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Yes, so still on this project, there's something little or small I want to change about it. I realized that the hook that I added, or the loop that I added, was shifting or moving, so I decided to, you know, make a simple brick stitch to be able to attach either an earring hook or a stud. Yeah, so I prepared a stud. Look at how I did. And with my studs, I had to put some material behind to be able to fit. So this is what we're going to do today. Okay, so the materials are not very different from the last time. The only new thing that I've added is the already prepared stud. So with my studs, if you have been watching my previous videos, whenever I have to add studs to my project, this is what I do. With the help of a glue, I attach a material to it, and then I cut it to the size of the round base. And when it's all dried, I, you know, attach it to it. So when we get to the to that part, you know, okay, that is why you need to stay with me until we finish. And it's going to be a very short tutorial. And to move on, I'll also need my nylon thread, which is also in a white color. Of course, my beading needle, yeah, and my pair of scissors. Okay, so my beading mat, and of course I'm going to use my 11O seed beads, which is also in a yellow color. Okay, so it's going to be one of the colors of the fringes, which is yellow, as you can see. Yeah, so let's continue. It's not going to be that long, so this is how it is. About, say, 50 centimeters. It's not very long because the project is not long, or it's not so, it wouldn't take so much time. So you're going to pick 2 beads like that. Okay, push your 2 beads down, and you go through this object here, right? Let's just make sure the beads stay on top, and you go back again. Then I'll go through the 2 beads here like that. Then I pull my needle and thread up, I go back inside again, then I go through the first bead, and to the second bead, through the objects, back up to the second bead. I'm just doing this for it to stay on top, that's it. Okay, then I go back again, there are so many ways you can do this, guys. All right, there are so many ways you can do this, so it's not just about this one. So I've locked this in and they are staying on top. Look at that. Another bead, and I push it down, go through the objects, then up. Pick another bead. Go through the object. Go back again, the same bead. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 more beads, 3 more beads, and then you're going to have 7 beads on top. So remember, with brick stitches we have to increase or decrease. So in this style I'm decreasing. Okay, I'll start with the second thread bridge, as you all know, and then I will start with 2 beads as well. I had to finish off with the second row due to some technical issues, and I can assure you this is not very difficult, guys. You can really handle it, because in most of my projects I brick stitch. Okay, yes, so I'm going to continue with the second row, which I will start with the second thread bridge, and this is called a decrease. Okay, so I always start a new row with 2 beads. I don't know why my thread is doing that, it's getting tangled in the way. Yeah, so we continue with our brick stitch, and as you decrease you realize that the beads will also decrease whilst you climb or whilst you go down. So in the third row we have 5 beads. The first was 7 beads, second was 6, third will be 5, and then the fourth row obviously is going to be 4. So with 2 beads again, my thread, I need to take care. I don't know what is happening. Yeah. So I'm going to finish off the rest of the row and get back to you. Now I'm on the last 2 beads. I'll finally add the last bead, but this time I'm not going through the thread bridge, I'll go through the bead itself. Okay, and then I'll go through the other bead, and that'll be all. So I'm going to do this for another round to secure the project. The brick stitch is done. Look how gorgeous this is. It's also triangular just like the object, and so I'm going to push it in, as you can see, and then I'll wait for the studs to get dried with the material, and then that will be all. Yes, so this will be for another 24 hours. Created another brick stitch which is in blue color, or it's like a greenish blue color, and the difference is that it stays on top of the project, and the first one, which is also in a yellow color, I turned it in. Yes, so that's going to be with the stud. Yeah, so if in case you want to find out how to attach your hooks or studs, this is how to do it. Okay, see you. Well, welcome back. Yes, so the studs are ready. Okay, and I've cut the material to the size of the base, as you can see. Let me zoom it out for you, zoom it in for you to see. Look at that. Yeah, and so I have finished with this first one, and I'll continue to attach this with the glue. Yeah, so just put a considerable amount of glue. Oh, it should not be too much. My goodness, what am I doing? Yeah, so this is the glue I'm using, guys, today. Okay, and I'm new to it. I would see if it works. If it works, fine. I'm going to recommend it to everybody to use. Usually I use the F6000 and I don't have X6000 now, so I'll see if this works. So when you do this, try to push it down a little bit, and then I'm going to wait for the next 24 hours again to get it tacked in, and we'll get back to you. All is done. They look gorgeous. They look so gorgeous. Look at that. Yes, and I think the glue, well, I would see. It's still not about, I would wait for the next 3 days to see if it's still going to, hold on. Yeah, so I'm just trying on this kind of glue. Let me show you. This new glue that I'm using. What did I put it? Yes, so this one. Okay. Yeah, so I would want to recommend, but let me check first before I do. Yes, and so this is all there is to it, guys, and it's very similar to this very first one here. Okay, the only difference is that I had to push this in to put a stud, and then this one had to be on the top. From the beginning I said this. Okay, so in case you are looking for a way to attach your earring hooks or studs, you can follow my lead, yeah, if you want, but I feel it's okay. I mean, if you think, I mean, everybody has his own way of looking at things, yeah, and I feel this is best for me, right? Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for your subscription. If you, in case you subscribe, please don't forget to press on the notification to get more uploads, sorry, notifications whenever I upload. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.